It is March, which means we just added new baby chickens to the farm. We are so excited. I've been talking to Tony for weeks about all the different kinds of chickens that I want, and he's been so patient with me. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting chickens, we're gonna show you just how easy it is to get started and the very basic things that you need.
Okay, so right here we're just adding in a layer of pine shavings to the bottom of the cattle trough. This is good just as a little insulation layer for them. It'll help them to stay warm. Also, we sprinkle in a little bit of food on the bottom as well. This helps them get used to scratching and foraging, so it's just a nice little extra factor for them.
Cool, so this is our chicken brooder. This part of it puts off heat, so the chickens have a place to go under. We actually got this in December, and we put it next to our big girl's water, so it wouldn't freeze over. It comes with different stands. We had it sitting up like this originally, but for the chicks, we're gonna have it sit face down. That way they can get underneath it, so kind of like they're getting under their mom to keep them warm. So these legs are really cool. You can adjust them to whatever height that you want. And because we have so many chicks right now, I want it to be a little bit higher. But you just pick a spot, set it in there, and then turn it on. So it's gonna start getting warm. So this is just another supplemental heat source for them. It's actually a reptile lamp that we got at PetSmart 2 years ago when the freeze was going on in Texas. Everybody freaked out and bought all of the heat lamps from all of the tractor supply stores and feed stores. So we also freaked out because we needed to keep our animals warm. So we just decided to go to Petco, and this was literally like the last one on the shelf. So it's been a great addition for us, but this will be really good for the baby chicks too. So they'll have the brooder and then this heat source over here as well. Okay, so next I'm gonna get their water setup going. These 3 products are like my holy grail of keeping healthy chickens. This is called HydroHen. It's just an electrolyte mix for the chickens. We started out putting this in our baby's water, baby chicken's water, and then we carried it over to our adult chickens as well. It's really good for them. Liquid B12. I've lost a couple of chickens, sadly, to a B12 deficiency. It basically like makes their toes curl up and they can't walk, and it's really sad. So that was a hard lesson for me to learn, but I always have this on hand. We actually have a chicken that we named Forrest Gump because she had a B12 deficiency and she couldn't walk for a few weeks, and I probably used like half a bottle on her, and she came back to life and her legs started working again. So we call her Forrest, but have liquid B12 on hand. This is really important. This is called Poultry Cell. This has a huge list of vitamins and nutrients for them. I'm not gonna read everything, but there's just like lysine, copper, iron, vitamin A, E, more B12. So it's just a really good mixture for them. I like to have it for the water. You can get it in powder form to put in their food, but sometimes they scatter their food and you waste the product. But in the water, at least you know that they're going to drink everything. So I just put a little bit of all of this in their water. Every time we change it out, we just add a little bit more. So it's really good to have these on hand. This stuff smells so good. It smells like birthday cake. And then 1 scoopful of that. If y'all couldn't tell already, we set up our baby chicks in an old cattle trough in our gym / archery range because these guys are going to take a few weeks before they're big enough to go into the coop, and we've had issues with snakes before. Everything wants to eat your babies when you have them out here, so this is a really safe place for them. And we have secure outlets for the heat lamps as well, so that's a good feeling. But next I'm going to be setting up their food. We wanted to show you guys, we actually make our own chicken food. These guys hit the lottery with chicken owners because we go all out. We are going to list out the ingredients in the description of everything that we do for this, but it's basically like a birdseed mix, oats, and then all kinds of herbs. So bonus of feeding your chickens herbs. It's really good for their health, helps keep them dewormed. It makes the eggs that much of a deeper orange color. Plus your chicken coop smells amazing. So I'm just gonna finish adding these in here, and then we'll get this set up for the babies, and they're gonna get started on this as well. These are crushed red pepper. So, oh my goodness, that's strong. Chickens can't taste heat, and they love red peppers. That is so strong. Oh my God. But they love red peppers. You're gonna have to cut that, or maybe not, I don't care. But yeah, it's really strong and they love it. Holy shit. Oh my God. This is how much we love our chickens. Wow. Oh. God, that smells so good. I feel like I'm churning butter right now. My parents made me watch Little House on the Prairie growing up, so it was only inevitable that this was going to be my future. Oh my God, it smells so good. You're going to love it. Okay, ready to hang this up. All right, now for the really fun part. These guys are ready for their new home. We've got 12 of them. Come on, babies. There you go. You are probably thirsty and hungry. There you go. Here you go. There's the water. There you go. They like the food. Come on. Ah, look at that. Get you some of that. Yeah, look at it. They love the food. Man, if I was a baby chick, this is where I would want to be. They got the full setup. We actually hung this so they wouldn't get in the food, but here they are. It's okay. We'll raise it as they get older. They are going crazy for this. All right, guys, that is it. We are all set up for our baby chickens. These guys will probably be in here for 6 to 8 weeks until they're a little bit bigger to be introduced to the larger chicken run. We'll probably do a video on that, but the way that we do it is when they're old enough, we put them in with the bigger chicks at night. That's when everyone's asleep and more docile, and then they wake up in the morning and usually don't realize that they have newcomers, so it's just like an easy way for everybody to get acclimated. But these guys will start laying their first eggs in about 6 months, so we're really excited. These guys are going to be a really fun addition to our coop.